We got one of our sisters that's going to address an issue that some of us have had within our household. You being maybe a young teenage girl, teenage brother, with some of these sorry mamas. They got some sorry mamas out here. They're all not good now, like they try to portray sometime, but let's review it.
You know what's funny, but I can't even laugh? Some mamas made their kids go get a job while they still in high school just to help her pay bills.
And that is so wrong. That is so wrong. You should never, never, never look at your kids to pay your bills. Listen, the only time if you're struggling and it's okay to do, let me give you what's okay. And you say, look, daddy or mama, we talk about mama, can pay all the bills, put food on the table and everything. Right now I'm kind of struggling. So if you can make a little, get a little job, you're of age, to just buy yourself some clothes, that'll really help me out. But hey, I'll give you some clothes, but just to help me out. But if you're sending your child or pressuring your child to go to work to pay your bills, because let me tell you something, kids that come to the world didn't ask to be here. None of us asked to be here. You decided to bring us into the world. So you need to take care of your children. I have not one day in my life looked at any of my children and say, hey, could you get a job to help your daddy pay a bill when it's my bills? Because it's in my name.
Women be hollering at their kids early in the morning before they go to school, talking about, if y'all don't get a job by a certain time, I'm going to need y'all to get the hell out my house. What's even sadder is those same type of mamas like to have nightcaps. They have a man creeping in their house late at night, eating all the snacks, drinking all the juice.
And eating all the snacks and drinking the juice that you bought. That's another thing. You tell them go get a job. They say, okay, let me go buy some snacks and mama won't buy it. Let me go buy some juice or whatever. And then you have this old sorry, good for nothing guy that she laying up with in the house. And he's in the refrigerator getting all the things that you bought for. You know what I'm saying? That you bought. It's supposed to be for you. Because she don't want to buy it for you. She ain't got no problem laying up with some man, but she can't get no man to be with her.
And when it's time for her bill to come through, she's stuttering on the phone. She don't know how to ask him for money. But she hollering at her teenage sons or teenage daughters, saying how they need to get a job to help mama with those bills.
And you know what? Some young brothers have actually got involved with gangs and different, street business to help out their mama. Because their mama put pressure on them. They got some sorry mamas out here and say, you can go out here and and sell a little weed or sell, some pills or something and help your mama out. You can make a lot of money real fast. There are some mamas that have put their sons out there to be a Pookie and Ray Ray, because we don't talk about that part of it. Yes, we talk about Pookie and Ray Ray, but let's talk about these mothers. They have no problem sending their sons out there to become Pookie and Ray Ray and to be destructive in the black community. Or you have some young girls that get involved in situations. One, they may get involved with some old grown man at 16 because she just wanted to get out of the house. And this pedo man, because that's what he is, fooling with an underage girl, giving her all kind of money. And now she got caught up in that life. Or they got some of your girls that get caught up in some human trafficking because of their sorry mama not protecting them and everything. It's so many different things that go on in some of these houses with some of these sorry mothers. And this is a woman saying it. And I know the reaction. You're going to ask the same old reaction. You sound like a broken record, like you say back in the day. Well, what about the dad? He's not in the house for whatever the reason, because knowing mama's track record, she just lay up and have babies with people and don't require anything. So the mama's doing all the destructive behavior, but yet you want to talk about the guy who isn't there at all? What is he actually doing? Did he tell the kids to go out there and be a Pookie and Ray Ray to pay his bills? Did he encourage his daughter to go out there in some human trafficking? Or doing something she ain't got no business because it's helping bring money back? He's just not there. That's the only thing you can say about him. He's absent. But he's not doing the destructive behavior. That's why I don't want to hear talk about that. When you talk about what some of these mothers are doing, You're not absolved talking about what the dad isn't doing and why he isn't there. You're doing it. Even if he's not there, they got women who are doing great things with their children, raising awesome people, right? And the dad was not there for whatever the reason. Dad could be passed away. He could be locked up. He could have been like laying up or whatever the case you did, and he wanted to do with you. Doesn't mean you raise your kids up in a bad way. That's why all that mess. Anytime you fellas, you hear them talking about what about the dad, that what that tells you is it don't matter what she do to those kids. It don't matter if she destroy those kids. It don't matter if she put those kids in a bad situation. It don't matter. Because she can't take personal responsibility. And I'm not going to defend somebody that has nothing to do with me anyway. I'm not. But there's many brothers and sisters right now that take issues right now because of what happened in their household, male and female. And that isn't right.
But she give that cookie up for free.
Exactly. She pressured her kids to take care of her when she should be taking care of them, but she laid up with some man, like you say, giving up herself for free and eating the food. He laid up in there. They got some sorry men she'll let live in the house. And then when she's not around, this guy is trying to look at her teenage daughter or trying to shoot at her teenage daughter or have touched the teenage daughter. That has happened too. And these same mothers, when the daughter tell her what her sorry man did, she'll say, oh, you came on to him. You fast. You know, I saw you how you were looking at my man and all that. Yeah, yes, that goes on, folks. The way some people are, and even the way some people turned up against their parents sometimes, is a story behind it. Let's talk about some of these brothers. Some of these brothers have dealt with these situations. And then that's when some of them are so turned up about certain situations with some of the sisters. Now, when you say that, oh, well, you know, why they so turned up on the women that look like their mama? Exactly. You look like their mama. So you remind them of their mama. That's why they're more turned up with you than other groups of women. Because you look like their mama or whatever, right? So they need to get some therapy and get some healing and understand that was their mama and they had to get over that. And not all sisters are involved with that or treat them that way, you know. But a lot of things link back to mama for a lot of people. Some young ladies can't have a decent relationship because their mama was a 304. And that's all they used to seeing is men coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So she grows up. And that's all she thinks that's right, is to be a 304 and just having men coming in and out, in and out, in and out, can't commit to anything, don't want to get married. Let's say a lot of it goes back to some of their mammies. And shout out to our sister for bringing this out. Because, you know, in our community, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about it. We want to blame the parent that's not there instead about the parent that's doing all the damage. But let me know what y'all think. You know, have you dealt with any of this? You know, because this right here, like I said, is something that should be talked about. Let me know.